The current floods ravaging most parts of Nigeria has once again thrown up yet another challenge for thousands of Nigerians who have since been rendered homeless as a result of the natural disaster. Driven by his passion for humanity, as evidenced in the laudable charity programs of the OPM Foundation, Apostle Chibuzo Gift Chinyere has again volunteered to assist those displaced by the floods, a move that did not come as a surprise to many.
Chukwebuka, oh, Manko wa mesomage, Chigeji, Chigabo, you've been so good to me. Manko we home Chigeji, Chigabo, faithful God, Asilaru Burasanu, Uzumi Negekele, my Lord and my friend, Chidima, Chidima.
The rescue mission initially saw the OPM Foundation donate relief materials to victims of the flood disaster, a gesture that was taken a step further by the man of God, who later decided to build a relief camp, which at the moment houses a number of flood victims from Rivers and Bayelsa states.
I had a program, a crusade in London, when I received a call from one of our pastors that there is serious flood in Nigeria. And he started telling me there is flood in our Woda branch, and there is flood in Bayelsa and some other places. So instantly, there in London, I ordered for relief materials, rice, bags of rice, tomato, indomie, a lot of things to be sent to this to cushion the effect of the members of OPM that are suffering there. But I found out that if they stay in the church, the whole place is so, congested. I said, okay, let's build a camp for them. So that was how, we built this camp, then pull them out of the place.
It is very nice. They pack us here today. We were in the church this morning that we came here. First of all, I thank the GO, who is the head of the church. He's a very, very sympathetic man. He's a man of God. I cried to him. These people are not going to... they came to me because of the flood. And I told him everything. And he said I should go and bring them. So I bring them. He has been feeding them. He has been clothing them.
They are caring for us. They are so nice for us, including clothes, everything, food, everything. Water is pure water they are giving to us. They didn't allow us to drink borehole. Food, they are caring, indomies, everything. In fact, they are caring for us. I can't count it all.
This is the best one can give. You can see the quality. You can see there's no water. We have stock fish here. We have dry fish. We have meat, solid one, and there's no water. You can see, just watch the pot. You can see this is the best one can give.
The camp, which is situated at Rukboko community in Obiakpo local government area of River State, has all the basic facilities required to enable residents enjoy some level of comfort during their stay. Besides being provided with 2 square meals daily, those at the OPM relief camp are also given clothing and toiletries.
Somebody lost everything. Their clothes, credentials, certificates. So I said, okay, now they cannot go naked. So I had to provide clothing for them. You can see the kind of clothes, not just ordinary clothes. These are the packet expensive clothes for the children. We have very good designers clothes. We have good wrappers. expensive wrappers, and so on and so forth. So we decided to give them clothing. I'm so angry when I watch on television that some people are diverting relief materials. It is the most wicked thing that somebody can do in this world. This is people that are. It can be you. It can be you. It can be anybody. And now you are diverting this small thing that these people who used to survive. You want them to die? Why are people so wicked? And that is why, by the grace of God, the funds, the everything, the relief materials, the things we are getting, we have a very trusted lady who happens to be the leader of the welfare, and she has been managing it very, very well, and nothing has been diverted in OPM camp.
You know, these people have been here for over 3 weeks. From the church, we feed them twice a day. Every morning, is either they are eating a carton of Indomie or 2 cartons. Sometimes rice, sometimes beans. In the evening, they said they must eat gari. So every evening, we feed them with different gari and different soup. By His grace, God has been there for us. And the members of the church, like the apostle told you, the love they have for our members that are there. They've been showing so much love. So for now, there is no challenge.
The issue of disaster management is an everybody's affair. It's not an issue of government alone. When we have situations like this, like the flood that have devastated close to 25 states of the Federation, you don't expect government alone to contribute to cater for these people. It's a collective effort. We expect that faith-based organizations like OPM, we expect that NGOs, we also expect that community-based organizations, even the media, everybody will contribute each quarter to ensure that these persons that are displaced are well catered for. It's a good gesture by OPM, and from what I've seen, they have a toilet provision, about 3 toilets provision. They have water, drinkable water here, which are some of the necessary facilities that we expect in a camp for effective sanitary operations. And I think it's a good step, and I believe by the time the construction is completed, we will have a perfect scene.
Mindful of the health issues that may arise in such circumstances, the OPM Foundation assembled a team of medical experts to attend to the health needs of persons taking refuge at the camp.
They are members of OPM, they're doing it voluntarily. The church is not paying them any money, the nurses and the doctors. That is the love we have in OPM, to care, that caring spirit. So when they saw all this, they sacrificed their time and their resources to come up. But for you to pull out a doctor, it's not easy. To pull out nurses is not easy. But they are sacrificing it for the sake of Jesus Christ.
We've been on for today now. You've seen us now for today. But these people have been here since this flooding started, and we attend to them regularly. We consult, see them, and give them free medications. That's what we are doing. You can see all the drugs there. They are free. They're not paying for one thing there. Everything is provided free.
I've actually been given some anti-malaria drugs, and they've checked my temperature, my blood pressure. I'm very, very happy, and I thank God that we are here receiving free medical care.
Taking into cognizance the importance of child education, the OPM Foundation employed the services of teachers to provide lessons for children at the camp. The idea is to enable the kids cover up for lost grounds, having been out of school for several months due to the flood disaster.
There are a lot of children here. There is flood everywhere. They can't go back to their places. They can't even go back to their school because their school is flooded. So now it's okay. It's because the teacher come, I'm going to pay you salary. Can you be teaching these kids until the water goes down in their school so they can go back to school? Because I don't mind the devil's workshop. If they just stay and they're not going to school, something might go wrong. So I'm going to pay you salary. Teach these people till the situation subsides. Then those that need money to start business will give them money.
Like other well-meaning Nigerians, Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere is also concerned about the future of the flood victims. To this end, the man of God has since directed officials of the OPM Foundation to put in place several palliatives geared towards ensuring that victims do not suffer much when the floods eventually recede.
I had a meeting with them. I said, come, now what are your needs? Now, because now, not just feeding you twice a day, not just getting doctors and nurses to take care of you, not just feeding you their money and night. how do we go next? Where do you start after now? Because most of them lost everything they have. Everything. That's okay. We are going to give them money to start up business. So now, right now, as I'm talking to you, a place has been provided for them where they will do their business. So we just disperse money to them, which they will use in starting them. By tomorrow, the money will be dispersed to them. But right now, we have already provided the place where they will sell, different things. So as those that can sell, they say, "Oh, I can sell this, I can sell this." So some say they cannot sell; they want to do handwork. So they want to learn this. So it's okay. Let's put them into different section. We have tailoring. So when they learn tailoring, we give them sewing machine free. Some of them are learning generator. Some of them are learning pipeline welding.
The humanitarian programs of the foundation is bankrolled by members of the church with no external support.
We've not gotten a kobo from government, and we are not asking a kobo from any government. We are just doing it. It's our responsibility. This is our brother's keeper. We didn't do this so that we can start asking NGO to send money. OPM, all the things OPM have been doing, we've never asked any money from NGO, and we've never accepted any money from NGO. We've been doing it solely members of OPM, and that is why you see God is blessing members of OPM. You see somebody coming to OPM very poor, suddenly become very, very wealthy because of these things we do. It is a collective thing. Everybody is putting their money, and members of OPM, no NGO, no government.